The International Potato Center, CIP, is a scientific institution dedicated to the conservation and increase of production of the potato and sweet potato and of other roots and tubers, as well as the improvement of the agro-procure production systems in the Andes and in other mountain regions where the potato plays a leading role. One of these regions is the Peruvian-Bolivian High Plateau, one of the most poverty-stricken areas on the planet, where close to 65% of its population lives in a state of poverty. However, it is one of the areas of greatest biodiversity in the world, where the potato, millenary crop, plays a role of great importance. In this region, characterized by small-scale production, there is a large financial dependence on agriculture and livestock, which are the principal activities of the region. These are extremely diverse and have always been carried out in order to minimize the climatic risks, so as to guarantee the availability of food for a growing peasant farmer population. CIP and Altigrow, International Mission and Vision. Within this context, and during the last 2 decades, the International Potato Center and its collaborators have worked, especially in the Peruvian-Bolivian High Plateau, with different strategies in order to fight poverty and improve the management of the region's natural resources. These efforts are being expanded as of the year 2006 by means of the Project for Andean Agriculture called Altigrow, funded by the Canadian International Development Agency, CIDA. The CIP Altigrow project is focused on the achievement of goals and concrete results, orientated towards 5 of the goals of the millennium proposed by the United Nations. The reduction of poverty, the sustainable management of the high plateau's natural resources, the ever more active participation of women, the reduction of infant mortality, and the improvement of family health and well-being. The project's activities began with a direct intervention upon an initial group of 1,200 families, representing 20 communities from a universe of 700. The work that has been carried out already has had an impact on more than 60 communities with a consequential reach of over 5,000 families, distributed along the Peruvian-Bolivian High Plateau. The selection of the communities to be involved in the project has taken place by using a baseline study, taking into account different variables, including the production potential, the accessibility to markets, the population density below the poverty level, and the per capita income. Different activities and products. The modern techniques used in geographic information systems have allowed for the development of specific maps that enable the analysis of the potential in agriculturally productive areas. These techniques also contribute in the development of models of growth for Andean tubers and livestock, while considering the potato to be the base crop for the region's food security. In this manner, the permanent research that is carried out is aimed toward improving agro-procure production and conserving the biodiversity of the potato. These actions include both the creation of new varieties and the conservation of native germplasm.
Ahora último estoy trabajando con un proyecto Altagro que me está dando más producción en cuanto a papas orgánicas, quinoa orgánica. Estoy contento con la ayuda del proyecto Altagro.
In order to consolidate its actions, the CIP Altigrow project continuously supports the organization of farmers and the execution of successful commercialization processes within the production-consumption framework, including the adequate manufacture of the different products that have comparative advantages in the area of intervention. In order to achieve this, the construction of a quinoa processing factory was encouraged, as well as one for the processing of trout and alpaca fiber, orientated toward the regional and international market, while complementing it with the production of milk and oca for the regional market. It is for this reason that the project is carried out with its focus on systems which allow the integration of different family-run economic activities, both agriculturally and non-agriculturally orientated. Livestock constitutes an income-generating activity for families and native farming communities. The interventions that are carried out are orientated towards improving animal nutrition and breeding based on a foundation of adequate forage, while taking into consideration the conservation of forage crops for critical times of the year, as well as the construction of barns. These have allowed for the increase in the production of milk and the creation of networks of farmers to focus on the production of cheese-based sauces, thus contributing to the production of cheeses and other dairy products.
Un cobertizo como este, que es manejado por un proveedor de leche hacia una mini planta, incrementa entre 10 y 15% en la producción lechera, debido a que las vacas están protegidas durante la noche contra las variaciones bruscas de temperatura.
We work with over 350 dairy farmers, who have then been granted microcredits for their different activities.
Estamos comercializando, tenemos mercado fijo, ya somos 12 proveedores. Queremos que crezca esta empresa a lo más grande, para dar más oportunidad a los aldeanos vecinos para que tengan mejores condiciones de vida, ¿no? Como quien dice, estamos dando apoyo a las personas que más necesitan.
This approach has boosted the implementation of cheese sauces, which accumulated 350,000 liters of milk and produced 45,000 cheese molds, contributing to an increase in family income of over 80%. In a similar manner, the quinoa, an Andean cereal with high nutritional and protein value, contributes to the generation of income for native peasant farmers.
Hoy en día estamos cambiando también con quinoa orgánica, todos los alimentos orgánicos, ya convencional. De ahí ahora el negocio también con orgánico tenemos más rentable y alimentos más sanos y para nuestros futuros niños también. De esa manera vamos a cuidar nuestra salud.
Thanks to the interventions that were carried out for its production in an organic and traditional manner, over 400 farmers have been registered and certified who have already produced over 200 tons, 40% of which is destined for the exportation of a product that each day has more and more comparative advantages in the international market. In a similar way, the cultivation of oca brought about by the creation of micro-companies, such as that of Yungayo, which are made up of several families and have considerably increased their monthly income, allowing for an improvement in their family welfare. An aspect which remains important is that the largest population of alpacas in the world can be found in the high plateau. And taking advantage of this potential, the SIP Altigrow project prepares and trains young people and over 300 artisan craftswomen organized in 10 associations for the production and exportation of alpaca clothing items.
Y ahora estamos con el proyecto Altagro y quisiéramos que nos dieran más apoyo y que nos busquen mercado para que nosotros sigamos trabajando, y este es un apoyo para nuestro hogar.
Con eso ya nosotros podemos, antes como vivíamos pobres, no podíamos hacer estudiar a nuestros hijos, y ahora con eso podemos ayudarnos mucho.
These associations are already carrying out exportations to Europe and North America, thanks to the establishment of connections with private entrepreneurs.
Ellas tienen una mira de ser micro o pequeñas empresas. Estamos viniendo, capacitándolas de firma SIP con el proyecto Altagro. Ellas ya tienen un ingreso mensual y tal vez ya viven mejor en esta localidad.